Hey guys, welcome back to another LEGO video. Alex here to show you a LEGO City update. We are down here in the basement and we are recording the changes that we've made to our LEGO train yard. We have made some changes here to better accommodate our trains, as well as some other accommodations to make it a little bit easier to navigate our trains. So we'll start on this side. This is a small change. This is the inner loop where all my passenger trains go through. I had a problem with my monorail when it came through here. It would always hit the trains that were parked here. So I moved this track a little bit longer to avoid those collisions. And a bigger change was my outer loop. This is where all my freight trains go through. And before I actually had this go all the way to the back of this table here, and it would go through the parked trains train tracks. I used all those X-track for that. So that was kind of a safety hazard. So I decided to bring this in and avoid that crossing altogether, and move the launch and load crane over there. Alright, now the track for them to get off and to get to their the train engine shed or just to park the train is going off of this switch track off of the freight train line. First switch track is just more of a convenience for vehicles such as this one to access the track for whatever, for maintenance reasons. So that's what's going on there. Never had that before, so I think that's good to have. And so they go beyond this switch track, and this is where the magic happens. They go down this line, and they have a bunch of different possibilities to go down these tracks and park, or go down to the train engine shed. Alright, I'm crouching down here next to all my track that I reserved for my trains here. And you'll notice that this is where I keep a lot of the flex track. Now, if you're collecting trains these days, you probably get a lot of flex track. It's just the way it is. And I don't like flex track. It's not very attractive. I mean, look at the difference between these two. And this is normal, this is not normal. I understand the functionality of it, but what I do with it to improve the value of the flex track is I just have my dormant trains on top of it. That way the trains are still on a track, and it hides the flex track. The ugliness of it is out of there. So that is, I think this is where 99% of my flex track end up, is right here. Now, when I redid the train yard, the purpose was twofold. Obviously, I wanted to get this a little bit more organized, but I also wanted to create enough space to store my construction crew. They've never had a place to call their own, so this area right here, and also the area where the camera is where I'm going to put all of my construction guys and their gear and their vehicles. We'll see how that works out here. I also put these buffers on the train lines as a safety precaution. I never had those before, but I had these in storage, and I thought it'd be a good idea to put these at the end of each train track, so my trains don't go crashing down to the floor. Also took the roof off of the train engine shed to kind of show the interior there. Pretty fun. So let's go ahead and put everything on here, all the trains back, all the construction crew. It's going to get crowded in here, and I'll show you how this is all going to work out. All right, Josh?
Yep.
Okay. So all the trains are in their spots, and as you can see, it is quite full. And make mention here of my active trains. I always have two active trains. I have my passenger train is the Emerald Knight, as you see here on the inner loop, and on the outer loop is the yellow cargo train right here. And I have added some carts to it, so it's very long at the moment. And as far as my dormant trains, I got this little spot works really well for this blue train. And then all the parked trains here all have their custom spot pretty much. The Metroliner, that blue and white train there, works pretty well. The Maersk train only has one engine. The other engine is actually in the shop. Put that in the train engine shed right here. Getting some routine maintenance done. This 9-volt train here, I do run this, but just not very often. But it's a nice train, but it just, I just keep it parked mostly. The Horizon Express, this is the only thing I don't like about the new train yard, because it's so long that it actually has to go inside of the train engine shed a little bit. But if it's actually out running, I switch it with the Emerald Knight, and the Emerald Knight obviously is much shorter, and that actually fits quite nicely right where the Horizon Express sits. So that is a good shot here of all the trains all parked side by side. And of course, I wanted to show that my construction crew and all their vehicles do fit, although it is just barely. They're pretty tight in here, but I think it works mostly. I decided that since the construction crew or company don't really have a home office or building, so I built them this trailer, and decided to make a trailer because if they're ever on a job site, they always have a trailer with them, right? So I made that little custom, nothing much to it, just a kind of a box build, and I just consider that their home office. So that is the construction crew and their new official area. All right, well that concludes this video. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. Been kind of on a train video kick as of late. I think I'll keep it up. Some other things I'd like to show you, some builds and some modifications to some trains. So I'll keep this up. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks Josh for your help with moving my trains around. Much appreciated, buddy. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.